So remember that on the TSA, calculators are not allowed. So you really have to rely on sort of your intuition, whatever mental math skills you may or may not have, and you have to just look at numbers and be able to sort of feel them out. And you have to work quickly. I know that sounds complicated, but believe me, it's simpler than you think. Okay, we're going to do TSA Oxford 2020 question 43. Every Christmas, the most popular children's toys become scarce. Many people turn to online auction sites to buy them. So then you have the recommended retail price here, and then you have the auction house online auction site price here. And as you can see, the prices on the auction house are generally speaking much higher. The question is asking us, how many of the toys above have increased in price by more than 100%? There's no way to solve this by just looking at it. You literally have to go through each one and determine which ones have increased in price by more than 100%. So if something increases in price by more than 100%, that means that the price has doubled, right? So because if you, if something costs $100 and then you increase it by 50%, then you have 150. So that goes to say that if you have something that's $100 and you increase it 100%, so you increase it by this amount plus 100, you're going to get $200. So you can see that that means the price doubles. That's how you can check, just in case you forgot what increase by 100% meant. Okay, let me delete that. Okay, so let's just literally go into here, and we're going to cross out the ones that don't fall under the category, because it's asking us how many have increased in price by more than 100. When we see a price increase of more than 100, then we're going to mark it as such on here. Okay, so 79. Let's start with the first one, $18.99 to $198. Okay, that's like a 10 times price increase, right? So this is one of them that has increased by more than 100%. $79.99 to $225. Okay, again, more than double, right? Because we know $80, this is the same thing as $80 times 2 is $160, and $225 is way more. All right, $24.99, $50, that's almost exactly 100%, right? It's actually more than 100%, because $24.99 times 2, we know that's $49.98, because 25 times 2 is 50. We can subtract 2 pennies, and that makes $49.98. $50 is more than that, so this is one of the items. Okay, $29.99. So $29.99 times 2 is the same as $30 times 2 minus 0.01 times 2, right? And we see that $29.99 times 2, that brings us to $59.98, and the new price of $59.99 happens to be just over that price. So this has actually increased by over 100%. Okay, let's keep going. $54.99. 54 is over 50, right? We know that 50 times 2 is 100, and $99.95 isn't even over 100. So this can't have increased by more than 100%. $29.99 times 2 is $59.98. We just did that equation right here, right? $29.99, we just did that. And we know that it equals exactly that. But you have to read the question. It says more than 100%. It doesn't say what has increased by 100%, but what has increased by more than 100%. So this actually has increased by exactly 100%, and therefore it is not has not increased by more than 100%. Okay, $44.99 to $59.99 has only increased $15. That's not a doubling in price or more. $49.99 to $65, nope. $59.99 to $74, nope. That's like 50%. $39.99 to $49.95, nope. That's like a $10 increase. $69.99 to $84, nope. $91, that's $5 increase. Okay, here we go. $79.95 is basically $80, $80 times 2 is 160. 192 is way more than that, so we know that this is over 100%, easily over 100%. Here we go, 79.99 times 2, that's 160 again. But look at this, 150 is much less, right? So this is not one of them. And 132.99. This one you have to be careful, right? 132.99 times 2 equals 133 times 2 minus 1 penny times 2. Basically what I'm doing is I'm making it easier to multiply things with the 99. You can simply add 1 penny and then subtract it after you've multiplied. So 266 minus 0.02 equals 265.98. And look at that. We have another example where the price has only increased by 100%. So it has not increased by more than, this is important, more than 100%. So this actually does not count. So how many check marks do we have? Let me change colors here. We have 1 here. We have 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have 5 items that have increased in price by more than 100%. If you didn't read the question and you only selected the items which at least doubled, so you included the ones where the price only doubled, such as the Lego Star Wars Millennium Falcon and also the Monster High Laguna Station, then you would have gotten this question wrong, because in that case you would have gotten the answer 7, and that would have been a trick answer. So again, the answer to this question is C. 5 of the toys have increased in price by more than 100%.